They say look up Solo T400 on YouTube. You see a couple of my Madden games. A couple L's on that bitch, too.
As we're underway in Week 13. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this one up.
Way to be there, Trey. He's gonna go nuts.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Hey.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
We out with side. We out with side. Come on,
takes
side.
This thing way down into Atlanta territory.
By number 10.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Quickies.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Give me that.
Got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Bet.
Paris Campbell, touchdown number 15 of the... And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. The try here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of the game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now they try the right side here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The tackle made by Malik.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
For the running back.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived to the receiver.
They gave him that block, boy.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
All right.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Oh, Julio.
He'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost.
He want to hit Julio so bad, though.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
He looking for Julio.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10.
Come on, let's get it. We out.
Ooh. And the Bengals have recovered it. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so they had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing.
Nothing.
Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
You got 4 wide. I'm cool with that.
57 Mike. I got you.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
All right, cool.
14 yards there, a Falcon first down.
Watch this pick. Do that dumb shit again.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Give me that.
Into double coverage,
what did I tell you?
Intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
At the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd.
Burrow on 3rd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it.
Let me peep something real quick. That's my nigga Kendall over there on Paris. Please don't tell me he got a weak-ass nigga on John. AJ Terrell. Okay.
All week, what did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
A gain of a yard.
He's going to get him
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 9 now.
Thank you. Quit playing me.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. It's Mixon on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ooh. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
By Deion Jones. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Come on, really?
The throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary. playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That's what I wrote here.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Pitch that motherfucker.
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals
Give me
set
something,
to receive.
Journey.
They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Take him on the journey.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
Up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right.
Oh, that's
And
good.
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Oh,
Emmanuel Agba able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And now here's a carry heading left. Ooh, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 11 now.
That's the matchup.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flush to his right. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
The ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
2-point conversion.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
1st and 10 at the
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Stupid shit,
he
boy.
finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The 2nd down attempt knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because...
Come here. Stop playing, Tony. All my niggas is really like that.
The 34, and his guys are going to take over.
It's not just Malik.
God, you just got a feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now
he can't guard Perry.
A little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do: get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now Burrow on 1st down, looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete.
Paris Campbell with touchdown number 3 here in this
why
game.
not give Paris been going crazy this season.
And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6.
Bengals 24.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 24. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get it down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 5.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
To number 25.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Score, Bengals 31, Falcons nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard 1st down.
Come on, you let that weak-ass nigga Calvin beat you, Will.
They do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Really? Sure.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ooh, I was trying to smack the fuck out that nigga.
To the 20.
Don't do no stupid shit like that while I'm making.
Time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Forced out to his left. He can run for, and he will score. Touchdown Falcons. Their mobile, agile quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Falcons 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hofrichter to kick off.
The Falcons.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
He was
I thought I was
the 22 here, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Jarrett on the stop.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And all the way down to the 39. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
That nigga
Pressure
Joe
brought
had
in.
him
The
beat.
Falcons get there for the sack.
I accidentally hit it. But he ain't trying to do it again.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now it looks like he'll throw here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't fourth and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
I'm coming after you. Here we go. Here we go. One for me. 60 back. Tight down. There you go. Mike 1.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were